EPH612.com for truth in Christian clothing.
We use mobile devices right against our bodies every day, but growing scientific evidence has emerged showing serious health risks associated with exposure to EMF radiation emitted from these devices. The solution is Defender Shield, the most effective mobile radiation shielding ever developed. Defender Shield blocks virtually 100% of EMF radiation from cell phones, tablets, and laptops, and starts at just $64.99. Buy now at DefenderShield.com. For 10% off, use promo code GCN. DefenderShield.com, the worldwide leader in mobile radiation shielding.
Think about this. Your community's aging water infrastructure systems are very likely to be contaminated with heavy metals like lead, disinfection chemicals like ammonia, chlorine and chloramines, and pharmaceuticals like statins, pain meds, and antidepressants. And no, water treatment plants are not equipped to filter these pharmaceutical toxins out. Protect your family's water supply with the trusted Big Berkey water filter. New NSF EPA certified lab tests show Big Berkey water filters remove chloramines, pharmaceuticals, BPA, pesticides, bacteria, and viruses, all forms of fluoride, and much more. Big Berkey water filters are the original and most trusted on the market, the gold standard in water purification, and our filters last for years at less than 2 cents per gallon. Big Berkey, the one powerful enough to purify stagnant pond water. Get your Big Berkey today. Call 1-877-99-BERKEY or click BigBerkeyWaterFilters.com. That's 1-877-99-BERKEY. Big Berkey Water Filters, for the love of clean water.
Up on Infowars.com to add insult to injury. The press is out there on the tarmac begging to speak to the Attorney General, who's already embroiled in the cover-up of the Clinton crimes and for years blocking any type of real criminal investigations of emails, Fast and Furious, Benghazi, the persecution of Christians, her foundation. I mean, they've got their fingers in all of it. And then, here comes the president, the former president, Bill Clinton, Slick Willie, with his Secret Service detail in front of the press, and the FBI orders local ABC News reporters and others to turn your cameras off. So they're involved in the criminal cover-up. You see how much worse the scandal gets by the moment? The FBI blocked journalists from taking videos and pictures outside the secret airport meeting between former President Bill Clinton, Attorney General Loretta Lynch. The former president steps into her plane, and they speak for 30 minutes privately about Bill Clinton's kids, I bet. ABC 15 reporter Christopher Sine said about the Phoenix meeting, the FBI, they're on the tarmac infrastructure, instructing everybody around, no photos, no pictures, no cell phones. And I love how the press just always follows orders. So government's so disconnected, the lapdog media that's allowed in their press corps that gets near the Clintons and the Obamas and their camp followers like Lynch are so controlled historically that they all went along with this for a couple days till it finally started breaking. Imagine being, if I was on the tarmac, of course they wouldn't let me on the tarmac near them. Oh, I get such coverage. I get such accessibility. No, I don't. I have to toe their line. I become nothing but a regurgitator of their baloney. That's a nice word for their BS. So let's go ahead and play that clip. ABC 15 reporter on Bill O'Reilly. I'm surprised old Bill's actually going after Hillary. He's been defending her. But you see, now even when this rat leaves the sinking ship, you know they're in trouble. Here it is.
They wait for her to land. She arrives. Some people step off of her plane. The former president steps into her plane. They then speak for 30 minutes privately. The FBI there on the tarmac instructing everybody around, no photos, no pictures, no cell phones. He then gets off the plane, gets on his own plane. He departs. She continues on with her planned visit.
Isn't that incredible? Talk about a mafia meeting. She's waiting. His plane lands. Turn the cameras off. All of you, shut up. Still so arrogant, they think they're going to have a secret meeting in front of the press corps. Probably 50-plus cameras there, they're reporting. Everyone dutifully, oh, yes, sir. Oh, we're feminists, so we're going to do it because she's a woman, and Bill Clinton's so good to women. FBI at Clinton Lynch meeting ordered press blackout. No photos, no video. The video is up on Infowars.com of this valiant member of the press. Because notice, you don't see the others talking about this. They know how to keep their mouths shut. Maybe one day they can be on a jet with Bill Clinton. Oh, boy, doesn't that just sound horrible. Now, let's go back to the clip I played earlier of her at a press conference yesterday. And she says that they just discussed family. And now in another statement I saw her say this morning, she goes, oh, we pretty much just talked about that. So we got to find that video. Problem is there's just so much of this stuff. Oh, that's pretty much all we talked about. Oh, 30 minutes. Oh, let's talk about Chelsea. Let's talk about all this baloney. Oh, sure, you just had this meeting and said turn the cameras off because, no. Everybody knew this was an outrageous, horrible criminal meeting, that it was illegal, that she should recuse herself, that she's been covering up and obstructing justice the whole time, and they thought they could get away with it because all these sycophants sit there and follow their orders. But somebody didn't in the FBI. Somebody didn't in the press corps. Traitors to the tyranny, traitors to the enemies that have taken the nation. Real patriots are starting to speak out and take action. And Donald Trump says he's flabbergasted. That clip's coming up after the break. But first, let's go ahead and go to that clip from her at the press conference.
Was it appropriate for you to meet with former President Clinton while your agency is in the middle of an investigation of his wife's email servers?
Well, I did see the president at the Phoenix airport the other night. As I was landing, he was headed out. He did come over and say hello and speak to my husband and myself and talk about his grandchildren and his travels and things like that. So that was the extent of that. And no discussions were held in any cases or anything of that.
She is so
guilty.
He didn't
raise anything about that either.
Oh, she just saw him. She just ran into him. She's just there waiting on her plane. Here comes his plane. So that story is conflicting right there. It doesn't matter. It's illegal, period. The press will try to divert off into some little side issue of this. It's illegal, it's arrogant, and it's always hubris that is the downfall of these criminals. Will they now fall? Let's pray for it, because they need to be brought to justice, and all their criminal minions do as well. Because if she gets in, she's never going to let America get back up. It's her job to bring us down.
We're on the march. The empire's on the run. Alex Jones and the GCN Radio Network.
The article titled Revolution, Flash Mobs, and Brain Chips, A Grim Vision of the Future is based on a 30-year futurecast completed by the British Ministry of Defense team back in 2007. The goal of the report was to create a future strategic context of obstacles and events and to create an analysis of key risks and shocks that would face the British military. The fall of the mainstream media and the rise of the internet-enabled citizen journalists are predicted in the report, as well as neutron bombs and brain chip-mobilized flash mobs. The report even predicted the politically correct invasion of triggily puffed social justice warriors whose ranks would be filled by the socialist-spewing spoiled children of a once prosperous middle class. Finally, compact, increasingly cramped cities and booming third-world populations would lead to increased migration, massive food riots, and spread of the radical political Islamic concept of Ummah, which is the global Islamic community. Food riots are now cropping up across the world in places like Venezuela and Greece. Are you prepared for widespread food riots? Go to Infowars.com and stock up on Infowars Select storable foods right now. Infowarsstore.com. Rob Dew reporting.
Clean, pure drinking water. You can't survive without it. But where do you get it? Alexa Pure Pro is a brand new, groundbreaking, gravity-fed water filtration system that is like no other. The Alexa Pure Pro transforms water from virtually any fresh source into clean, healthy drinking water, pairing the unprecedented superfiltration power of an all-new gravity block core with a hybrid chromatic shell. It removes up to 99.999% of impurities, including bacteria, viruses, fluoride, disinfectants, volatile organic contaminants, and hormones. Filter capacity up to 5,000 gallons. Stainless steel construction, easy assembly, low maintenance. Replacement filters are simple to install. And now, as part of an exclusive limited time introductory offer, you can save $20 off the retail price and get free shipping. This is a limited time offer, so order your unit today and receive free shipping and $20 off. Go to InfoWarsStore.com or call 888-253-3139. Introducing Vitamin Mineral Fusion from InfoWarsLife.com. We have worked for years with our chemists and scientists to create the most powerful and affordable, great-tasting multivitamin formula available. The all-new Vitamin Mineral Fusion Drink Mix at InfoWarsLife.com is loaded with a full month's supply of essential vitamins, minerals, and amino acids that your body absolutely needs. In the history of InfoWars Life, we've brought out a lot of amazing products like Survival Shield X2, Super Male Vitality, and so many others. But I am most proud of the product we're now launching today. With its unique delivery system and proprietary manufacturing process designed for maximized effects, this formula is the platinum standard of multivitamin mineral products. The ingredients in Vitamin Mineral Fusion are either plant-derived or of the highest quality lab standard. That means it's clean. That means it's pure. That's InfoWarsLife.com and Vitamin Mineral Fusion. Take action now before we sell out.
I have sworn upon the altar of God eternal hostility against every form of tyranny over the mind of man. Thomas Jefferson. It's Alex Jones on the GCN Radio Network.
So excited, so upset, so awake by how epic the events are that I'm actually sweating on air today, and the air conditioner's not broken. A few days ago, it was not working well, and I was sweating. It's like 70 degrees in here, and I'm actually sweating on air. My heart is actually beating fast because I realize we've got all these powerful forces trying to control the United States. I realize that Hillary Clinton is an admitted communist Chinese agent that sold out our country. I know the Clintons have engaged in so many amazing crimes, and that if she gets into office, she's going for broke. Her attorney general has said she wants to restrict free speech in the Second Amendment. They are openly training the military to confiscate guns and to mass control and blockade cities. We've got Dr. Group coming in with mainstream news and also his sources and my sources documenting that a little bit later in the broadcast. They are going for broke, absolute broke. And this has captured the public's attention. Everyone sees how incredibly obvious this is, that she's been controlling the investigations along with her predecessor, Holder, and even Democrats are saying this is horrible, this is out of control, and it's like a James Bond movie where you get the villain, she lands, and then Clinton lands, and then he comes onto her plane, and they have this meeting, and the Secret Service says, turn your cameras off because it's so guilty. The FBI orders them to turn their cameras off because it's so incredibly guilty. These people think they're gods. And I'll tell you, the desperateness of this, the word is there was going to be some partial recommendations for criminal prosecution coming out. I've been getting that from good sources for a year, but it hadn't happened yet. And the word is it was getting very, very close. There's a lot of pressure back and forth and internal battles going on. And so what would make Clinton desperately set up this meeting and desperately basically board her plane? Turn the cameras off, shut everything down. He boards her plane. Ron Brown said he wasn't going to go along with their corruption. He ended up as Commerce Secretary with a .45 bullet hole in his head. That's what the coroner said. Remember the plane crashed into a mountain? A bunch of people on board have been shot. How you do that is you have commandos on board posing a Secret Service. They put on their oxygen mask, kill everybody, blow the hatch, and parachute out. It's a standard procedure. One of their favorite ways to execute people because the plane crash covers up a lot of the killing. One lady survived the plane crash, though, was in good health, and they took her off to an Army hospital, and she was dead a few minutes later. Was that Macedonia? Right on the border with Serbia? So she knows what happens. She understands what happens when you don't do what your overlords, what the mafia dons tell you to do. So this is an incredible, incredible time to be alive. Let's hear what Donald Trump had to say about this. Because, look, the drumbeat is so strong on Crooked Hillary. That I'm telling you, I know the optics. I can feel the energy. I can see it in the press. This is the biggest blow against the Clintons in their decades of crime wave. And if we push this and we don't let the holiday weekend derail us, and we keep this to be the #1 story, and we take control of the meme with Hillary for prison, and we get this information out,